The PUFFCO Proxy. A lot of people are really enjoying this device. This thing is packed with quite a bit of good. But I will say this thing does have some flaws as well. This thing did come out last June and a lot of people don't have it and still are asking, is it worth buying? So let's talk about it. Now guys, let me tell you how I ended up getting this device. I actually walked into a dispo and I bought a gram of wax and they gave me a PUFFCO Proxy because I wanted a raffle. She told me, she was like, enter your name in, it's like last minute, but who cares? And I was like, okay, you sure? Like, she's like, yeah, it's fine. You bought a gram of wax, it counts. I was like, okay, shit. Wrote my name down, slipped it in. She shook that shit up, dived her hand in there, and next thing you know, it was me. I remember I was standing there like, okay, I was kind of actually surprised that I won something. I never fucking win shit. It's always weird when you don't win shit, you never fucking win, and you just win out of the blue. Like, that shit felt weird, but it did feel great at the same time. I was actually surprised. I snatched that shit, said thank you, and I ran. I was gone, like, dipped, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was like, yo, should I actually do a YouTube video about this? But I was in my little, like, depression thing. But since I didn't get to unbox it for you guys when I first got it, let's do this now. This is the PUFFCO Proxy review 1 year later. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the cost. The cost on this device is about $300, which isn't bad, but I can name quite a few different ones that you can add a little bit of cash to and get something a little bit better. But coming in around the $300 price mark, I would say that for the price, it is kind of worth it. The PUFFCO Proxy comes with a hard case. This hard case is actually pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish that the Peak would have came with one of these. It would have been great to actually have that, but instead, I guess they try to make it up with a whole different device. But come on now, PUFFCO. Give us something better for the Peak. That composite foam is just not doing it no more. Another thing I like to add, it does have a little like stretchy pocket back here, which you can put like all kinds of shit back here. Sometimes I load up extra hash. Sometimes I put like a little bag of Q-tips or a little kit of Q-tips. So that comes in handy. Now, upon opening the kit, you're greeted with a whole bunch of manuals, a charger, and a couple other things that are in here. But of course, it's been 6 months since I actually gotten this device, so all that shit is gone. But what you're normally greeted with is the device itself, some Q-tips, a charging cord, some manuals, and that's about it. The case on it is pretty cool on the inside. You do get like this little compartment where you can store some hash. It only holds about 2 grams in there. But if you're like me that stuffs around 3 or 4 grams in a little bucket, then you can get quite a bit more. It also comes with a little compartment here that you can store your little carb caps in if you have the little bubble cap. I don't have the bubble cap. I've been looking for it and I need to get it, but I've been slacking off quite a bit. So who knows? I'll invest in one of those and I'll actually do a video on it. It also has little dab tool holders up here where you can just hold your little dab tools. I always store my hot knife there. Now this little unit right here is actually pretty dope. It consists of a glass piece and also the unit itself. Now the 3D chamber is standard on the PUFFCO Proxy, which is fucking great. Thank God they fucking did that shit. Now it isn't a full-size 3D chamber, but still, it's a pretty decent size. The Proxy comes with 4 heat settings out of the box. You got blue, green, red, and white. It does have an Easter egg mode that you can access just by triple clicking it while it's heating up, and it'll actually boost the temperature up. I personally think it's made for pieces, like if you're gonna hit it out of a bong. If you're gonna just be hitting it out of here, don't use the rainbow mode because that's just gonna burn the fuck out of your throat. And although it does come with a smaller 3D chamber, it doesn't hold that big of a dab. You can't just drop in fat ass globs if you're a globber. You can't just throw in 1 gram dabs out of this thing because it just will not work. But overall, this thing does pack a little punch, so let's load it up with a dab. I got myself some Kosher Kush by the homie SOS Extracts. You already know I've been representing him. I had him in the last video. This shit's just so gassy that I had to cop some more. After doing the rainbow mode on this video twice just to re-record it, like, I am non-red now, so it's not one of those things I would recommend doing quite a bit because it drains your fucking battery fast. I got a globby loaded up right here. Let's drop her on into the Proxy and get this thing going because I need a fucking dab, yo. Today's been a day, honestly. I had some kids show up to work today, like with fake IDs and shit. People's socials and shit committing fraud. Like, bro, instead of being out here trying to like fraud some iPhones, go out, do some hood rat shit with your friends, bro. It's summer. Go out and do summer shit. I usually hit this thing on white because it's my favorite. I like the peak setting. It's meant to clean this device, but it's honestly the perfect setting if you like throw hits like I do. So let's start this up. There she goes, she's heating up. Now this thing does heat up pretty slow, I will say that, but on the go, who really cares for how small it is? This thing is great for hikes too. If you guys do not know, I'm a co-host of an event called Hikes and Headies, and I took this with me, and this thing was the best, honestly. It's so small in the street, you can just take it anywhere and take some hits. So the light's solid on there, meaning she's ready to hit. Let's fucking rip this bitch. Cheers. Whew. Man, that 3D atomizer just keeps that flavor And the clouds on it, man. Shit's just great. Shit is just fucking great. This thing just rips, I swear to you. For being so small and just a dry hitter, she packs a fucking punch. She's also easy to clean. Just pop the lid and just give her a quick swab and she's gonna be done. You can also take this thing apart and do a full clean if you want to. Just make sure you don't use anything less than 99% alcohol, because this shit does not like anything but 99% alcohol. So make sure to keep some around. On a scale of 1 to 10 overall, I would say that the Proxy sits at an 8. This thing packs a fucking punch, comes with the 3D atomizer, gives you everything you need right out of the fucking case. Like, come on now. Puffco, great job on this. Although I will say that I wish this thing lasted more than 11 dabs at the most. It does have a small battery. As you can tell, it is a small ass device, so can't hold the biggest battery in the world. But I say they do kind of make up for it in how fast she charges, because it only takes about an hour to charge this thing. But I do wish that they had like a slightly bigger battery. On a good day, you can maybe get 11 or 12 dabs out of this at the most. It sucks, but that's why I keep 2 devices with me all the time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you guys want to see some more content, stay tuned, because I got a lot of different videos coming up. I got some events coming up. I got some more reviews. I got some strain reviews coming up. I'm even going to be touring a grow very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. You guys don't want to miss it. It's your boy Turd Pusher. I'm out. Peace.